is CCIE really worth it? Or like, are you wondering where, like, how to start your journey? Welcome to Hind Networks. In this video, we're going to break down the value of CCIE certification. I'm going to talk about how to begin your journey towards becoming a top-tier network engineer into the market. Now, if you're wondering that what certification will actually boost your career the most, this one's for you. Now, CCIE stands for Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. You know what an expert is, right? So basically, like, it is the Cisco's highest level of technical certification focused on implementation and troubleshooting. Now, when I'm talking about implementation and troubleshooting, it's like unlike CCNA and CCNP, the CCIE is totally lab-based. Okay, so like it's a very tough exam. It's like 8 hours of hands-on exam that proves that you can build the network as well as you can troubleshoot a real network. Okay, so it's nothing like a normal, like a day-to-day like MCQs or something in that way. So when it comes to prestige, CCIE is one of the most prestigious certificates into the market. Okay, so like if I'm talking about this certification, it's actually globally respected. And it's not just a title. Okay, so like it's having a deep technical skills, like it shows actually the deep technical skills, the discipline, the problem solving under pressure. It actually like it's actually you will be wondering how many CCIs are there into the market. It's basically above, like, the world population is almost crossing 8 billion people, but total number of CCIs are basically 69,000 in the world. Okay, like not more than that, which is not even like the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Okay, so like it's basically, when I'm talking about it, it actually is making it highly sought after by the employers. And the average salary for a CCI holder in US and major technical regions is about like $150,000. Okay, so like per year when I'm talking about this, it's basically like it can even actually be more, like depending on your experience and the location where you're choosing. So it can actually open the doors for like the roles like senior engineers and network architects and solution architects, but it all depends on you. Getting a CCIE is not easy. Okay, so like it often takes 1 or 2 years of consistent study. And if you're just a bookworm who's actually just gonna go memorize the things and go to the exam and think like you're gonna pass, this one is not for you. It's basically like it requires a lot more than just the book knowledge. Okay, so it's basically like you need to know how to implement this configuration, how to verify the configuration using the show commands, and even troubleshoot like where the routes are not basically like reaching, or like my firewall is not able to basically allowing the policy or something. So you need to know like a lot of things. You need to know the show commands, you need to know the configurations and by heart. And basically what I'm like basically implying is basically you need to know the soul of the devices. Okay, so I'm talking about the soul of the routers, the firewall, ICE and WSA and ESA and all kind of things. Okay, so it's basically, when I'm talking about the soul, it's basically like I'm referring to how it is actually going to behave. You need to know the behavior of the routers, or the behavior of the switch, or the behavior of the firewall, or whatever exam you're going to go for that. Okay, so like if like there are this CCI is not just possible with the book knowledge. Okay, so like when I'm talking about it, it's not just about the knowledge, but you also need to have a sacrifice about a lot of things. When I'm talking about the sacrifice, it's basically like not just about the money perspective. When I'm talking about that, it's like you're gonna think that most of the people are gonna think that you're gonna spend thousands of dollars on training and lab exams and basically like lab access and the travel and all kind of things. But like you might still not be able to pass the exam if like you're not gonna spend the most important precious thing into your life, which is time. So basically when I'm talking about it, it's like you need to sacrifice your time on basically like the weekends, the nights, and even sometimes on a vacation also. So like it will actually, for this 1 to 2 years, if you're promising to go for do a CCIE, it's like you're gonna promise that you're gonna sacrifice not just the money as well as for the time as well. So that thereby you'll be able to get it like you'll be able to even achieve that if you have the book knowledge, the implementation, the verification, and even the troubleshooting knowledge. But after that is also like you're gonna like still be able to might not be able to pass the exam. It's basically like on your hard work. Okay, it's like one of the most toughest papers in the world, but like if there is a high risk, there's a very high reward as well. Okay, so like once you pass this exam, it's actually going to be opening a new opportunity doors for you. Might become a solution architect or a network architect one day. Now the best way to prepare for the exam is like a following by a step-by-step approach, and it's still achievable. I may have like scared you a little, but like it's like it's still achievable. Now how to do that? It's like start with CCNA to learn about the network fundamentals, where you learn about the basics about network. Okay, so like you're gonna learn about OSPF, BGP, quality of service, and so on, like getting the deep like practical knowledge about the networks. And then like once you have done your CCNA, then you're gonna move to the CCNP level, which basically like deepen your knowledge about understanding and implementation skills. Like here you're gonna learn about a lot of commands, a lot of concepts which was not into the the CCNA. Like they're gonna be some repetitive topics like the OSPF or BGP, QoS. Every kind of topic is gonna be repeatable, but in a deeper way. So like when I'm talking about this, it's like CCNA is just the surface level of the things, and like CCNP is like something which is going to be like deep knowledge about things, about everything. And once you're done with your CCNP, then you basically like go and like prepare for the CCIE hands-on labs and advanced topics. Now when you reach at this level, you might require some good tools such as Eve NG, or like you're gonna require CML. If you depends on like how you're gonna like prepare for the exams. And like I to prefer that you actually go for a CCIE preparations using the like the lab exams, and like for Eve NG or something like a rack rental or something, because in an average laptop you're gonna go maximum get a 32 GB RAM, but like all the devices which is basically like going to be there, they require a lot of RAM, the CPU, and hard drives for this. Okay, so like if you don't have that kind of a resource, just go for a rack rental. That's going to be like a better way to do it. So it's like this is basically a crawl, walk, and run method, which basically like builds your real confidence and skills. Okay, so like it's kind of like you're going to start from scratch, and then basically build up, and once you basically like walking, and then basically like you're gonna run, it's where you're gonna start building the confidence about it. Now CCIE lab exam is actually the test of the real world skills. Okay, so like when I'm talking about this, it's like it's all the configuration and troubleshooting kind of a things, and it's like there's no partial point systems or something in that way. Like if you can actually leave the section and you're gonna still pass the exams, you need to do all the sections into the exams. If you actually just leave any section, it's basically gonna be interdependent. Okay, so like if you leave any section, you're definitely gonna fail the exam. So you basically have to do you must fully complete all the tasks into the sections, and to get the credit points. Okay, so when I'm talking about this, it's like it's an open book exam where you're basically gonna be limited to the Cisco documentations. You might not want to go and search at that last moment, because you need to know the things. Okay, so like if you go and search, is gonna take a lot of time to like go around and all. Yeah, you can actually go and search for a command or something which you have not like remember something in the exam. You just gonna get cisco.com's documentation site. Okay, so like that's a good way, but like I know that the speed and accuracy comes from hundreds of hours of hands-on practice. So why go to a documentation when you actually know the things properly, right? So like if you know the things, if you know the commands all by heart, and like basically like you know the concepts very well, I don't think so you need to go into the exam and go find the documentation for a command or something in that way. Now you want to stand out different, right? Like if you want to not just look like 8 billion kind of a people, right? You don't want to stand out in a different way. So when I'm talking about this, CCIE is actually not just about the time, cost, stress, but it is actually 100% worth it if it's like you are committed. So it not only just validates your technical skills, but it also sets you apart from the crowd. So when I'm talking about this, it's like the CCIE holders are basically the they often receive more jobs offers, okay? Higher salaries, of course, definitely. Like if you're getting more job offers, it's like you're gonna play around and get more salary, okay? So higher salaries, of course, and basically a fastest career advancement. So when you're talking about this, the first level of any job offers into network industry, it's gonna be an L1. And L2, then it's gonna once you complete your L1s for 2-3 years into this position, then you're gonna go for L2s. But then basically comes the L3. That's where the CCIE people are. So if you pass an exam and get your knowledge into CCIEs, you might straight away learn on L2 or L3 level directly. So it's gonna be a fast career advancement where you're gonna save a lot of time of your 5 years or 4 to 5 years of your initial career. So it's that it proves that you're serious, it's disciplined and capable of solving the high level network challenges. That's why CCIE is very important. Now, if you're a newcomer into this market and you need to know where to focus and start your career again, so basically you're gonna start focusing on your basics and network fundamentals first. Okay, so you need to make sure that your fundamentals are strong. Thereby, just start with how the network works or device communicates, and basically basic routing and switching. That's where the fundamentals are. That's where the basics are. And then basically move ahead with the ladder for doing a certificate in a CCNA, and then basically go for a CCNP if will actually give you a strong foundations. I'm not talking about the certifications, but just go ahead on the track for go and do study about these things, okay? And if you do a certificate, it's actually just a bonus for you. So after the CCNA, CCNP things, it's basically looking forward for if you're looking for a hands-on trainings or real world projects and mentorships to keep you on the track. And basically this is where Hind Networks come into the picture, and we can actually make this possible for you. So with the structured hands-on training and expert guidance, okay, so we have a lot of CCIE people who are actually going to guide you in it, and Hind Networks helps aspiring the engineers gain the the skills and the confidence to move you from the beginners to the advanced level. So basically all the way from it's the zero to hero. It's basically kind of from CCNA to the CCIE. We're gonna make sure that the real world focus and support driven approach will be given to you, and so that we can actually make your CCIE journey smoother and more achievable. Now CCIE is a long road, and basically it's a rewarding one, okay? So it's when I'm talking about this, it's with the right mindset, the preparation and the support, you can get there. It's achievable, okay? It's 69,000 people have done that already. So if they can do it, why can't you? So if you're ready to take that take your IT career to the next level and start building your foundation today, so train hard, stay focused, and let trusted programs like Hind Networks guide you towards your goal, and make sure that we try to we'll try our best to make you a CCIE one day. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you have learned something new today.